Oh,
Couple times on the
what was you talking about?
times on the bed.
We gotta do it after I after I get done, okay?
But when you get done,
You do it when I get done?
yeah.
Okay.
When do you be done the time that I go to bed?
Maybe. We'll find a way to do it. Now, Scram, kid. Daddy got to talk to his loyal audience. Oh.
And why is that one playing if it has no sound?
Oh, because I'm watching what we're doing. So, crazy. Oh. Go ahead and Scram, kid. Go and shut my door.
Why?
The way I don't hear a Western playing. Fellas, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You gonna go play with your Luna? I don't know. Oh, let's make American muscle cars great again. They should have never not been great. That's the first thing. What's going on, TK? What's going on, Anthony? What's going on, Juan? What's going on, guys? Man, like I was going to have a video ready for tomorrow, but I was so busy caught up in work that I did not really expect to get out of there and to not have a chance to finish recording my video. So there's not going to be a video for tomorrow. So I figure why not do a live stream for like a good hour or two tonight and talk about some demon stuff. But I'm here showing what a real car man is like behind the scenes. Yeah. If I'm not working, if I'm not saving demons from shady car dealers, I'm out doing dad things. Oh, yeah. What's up from Florida? What's up, David? What's going on, Anthony? What's going on, Mr. Big Dog? What's going on, y'all? Yeah, it's crazy out here, man. Like, so basically want to talk about, you know, the whole demon financing thing, because I think this is part of the reason why a lot of guys cannot get a Demon 170, because the financing on these cars is so crazy. How Dodge did the window stickers. I'm gonna go pull up a 2018 window sticker because I think this is part of the reason why. Because it's some freaking oddness trying to get financed one of these cars, depending on, you know, the credit score and all that crap, and what bank you go to. Some of these guys are just they're just acting crazy. Like I was talking about credit union today. Let me get a 2018 Demon window sticker. Yeah. So I think it's a lot easier to get a 2018 Demon financed than it is to get a Demon 170 financed. Let me go pull up a window sticker for a Demon 170. Because there's a lot of BS with the Demon 170 window sticker. That was blurry. I'm not going to use that one. I need a non-blurry window sticker. I know I got one sitting around somewhere. Let me just look at images. Because the one thing I've kind of noticed with these Demon 170s is how Dodge did the window sticker. I think Dodge kind of screwed some people over with these Demon 170s, especially with the window stickers, because when you look at the 2018 Demon window sticker, that 2018 Demon is a Demon. It's not a Demon option on top of on top of a Hellcat. So it's like Dodge is kind of confused some of these banks exactly what the Demon 170 is. Let me just go to Bring a Trailer, because I know they got winter stickers on there. I got so many winter stickers on the top of my damn head. Let's go Demon 170. Ooh, ouch! That one's only getting 142 on Bring a Trailer. Ouch! Let me get out of the way. Yikes! That is not good. That was sitting on at 142. Ouch. Now these auctions are not going good for the Demon 170s. It does have 6 days left, but I don't think they're going to hit that good. Yeah, this was kind of blurry too. I'm like, what is up with people posting blurry window stickers? I might just have to there we go. Yeah. So when you look at the window sticker for the Demon 170, you'll see that this vehicle is essentially right here in the top corner. This vehicle is essentially, oh, it's getting smaller as I try to go bigger. Okay. Let me just put this in Photoshop. That way we can see this bigger. Copy. Photoshop. I'll just do it right here. That way I don't gotta go. Boom, put that top on Photoshop. Put my Alt key down. So yeah, when you look at the, well, I just grabbing it, whatever. When you just look at it, right? This, at the end of the day, is basically a Challenger SRT Hellcat. And so when the bank is trying to loan you money for one of these vehicles, they see this as, oh, appreciate you, Vlad. Like, hey, man. See, look, I'm over here struggling. He's already sending me a window sticker. That's what I'm talking about. That's my man. I love all you guys interacting with me in real time. But you see, I got it pulled up, so it's a little behind. But you see right here, Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. So when a bank sees this, they think this is basically a $68,000 Hellcat. So when you're trying to grab, money on top of this vehicle, like 20 grand over, a lot of these banks don't want to lend over this base price because they're like, oh, this is one of the most stolen vehicles in America. You put all these auctions on it, yada, yada, yada. So they don't see this as a Demon 170. They see this as a Hellcat. Because then you look down here, you see the Dodge added the red-eye wide body as an option. So that's another 16 grand. So the bank thinks like, oh man, you just added a $16,000 option to it. And then you come over here, look at the window sticker, and then bam, the Demon 170 is another $20,000 option. So the bank sees this as like, you're adding $36,000 worth of options to the car, and it's not being just what the base car is. And I think that's one of the reasons Dodge, well, not one of the reasons, but I think this is one of the ways that Dodge kind of made it hard for some people to get financed, because it's not like how it was in 2018. At 2018, the base car was the Demon, right? The base price was $83,000. So when you option out a Demon 170, let me get right here, and you option out that final price, it wasn't that much over the base price of the car. And so now the problem that I'm seeing, especially my own personal situation, is when you try to finance a Demon 170, you basically have to, the banks are going off this number right here. They're going off to $68,000. And then they're going like, well, you're basically getting the optional equipment of a Hellcat Red Eye, $16,000. And then you're going to another $20,000 option with a Demon 170 option kit on top of that. So these banks are like, and I'm not the only person who's seen this. I mean, I know of a few other influencers. I'm not gonna call them out by name, but there are some other influencers who had this same issue that, some of the banks did not want to loan out really that much money over this base price of $68,000. Like some of them, I think one of them was saying that that his bank didn't want to loan out maybe 80 grand maybe. And that wasn't a problem back in 2018. Because like I said, the base price was not for a Hellcat. The base price in 2018 was for the actual SRT Demon. that was the actual base price. That was the actual model. So it's kind of like Dodge kind of made it harder for people to get finance. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of guys can't get approved for the loans for these cars. And a lot of people are dropping out of trying to buy these cars. Let's see. Let me read some chats. Been getting hit up by dealers trying to sell me that Demon 170. One day's $100K markup. Then a few days later, they nudge down to $50K. They're trying to grab as much money as they can because people are not buying these cars. Because one thing, like I'm saying right here, people cannot get approved for financing for these cars. A lot of these banks do not see this as a demon. They see this as a Hellcat. And some and this is my credit union telling me. It's like, so I asked my credit union, like, hey, you know, can I get like, let's just say $90K finance? They're going like, well, I mean, the base price is $68,000. So it's like, you know, that's a little tough to you know, to finance that much money of the car. I'm like, the MSRP is like, you know, let's say $20,000. That's usually everyone's MSRP. It's around $120,000. It's like, well, you know, the base price is like, you know, what number we kind of go by. And when you add options and stuff to it, we don't really, you know, take that into consideration. We just go off the base price of what the car will actually be. Because if you default on a car or some crap like that, that's what we would try to get is the actual base price of the car, not really what options you put in the car. I'm going like, oh God. So I see, because I know some people were saying last year when they tried to get this car, or, you know, they was going out early last year, like I think like April, they was going like, hey, you know, some of these, you know, luxury companies wouldn't do a lease or do an option on the Demon 170 because they did not see this as a luxury vehicle or a limited vehicle. They just saw it as a regular plain Jane Hellcat. So it just like, I can see what a lot of people are talking about, because it is just tough to get finance for one of these vehicles because of how Dodge did its winter stickers. I think that Dodge kind of like in a hurry did not want to designate the Demon as a separate trim, for not really a separate trim, but really a separate, yeah, I guess say separate trim. Since Dodge didn't do that, now it's just harder for financing. So the guys who spent that much money, $100,000, $150,000 over, those guys right there, they're long gone. There's not that many people who has enough cash on hand to drop 100 bands plus whatever amount of money they did to actually get the car. So whether they dropped $100,000 cash for the markup and then maybe another $20,000 to get the car financed or whatever, there's not that many guys that got $100,000 in their bank account that can do that. So that well is dried up, and these dealers are trying to offload these cars, and the auction values are showing. Because if guys couldn't get financed at the dealership, they get Demon 170, how are they going to spend that kind of money at the auction, right? I mean, there's guys here and there that's doing that, but it's not that many people. The well's going to dry up, and then it doesn't actually help the fact as well that I think about 325 carbon fiber wheel cars are going to get released over the next 6 to 8 weeks. Pretty much just flooding the market in the next 6 to 8 weeks of carbon fiber wheel cars, and you're just going to see just these values just tank on the non-carbon fiber wheel cars or cars that got like sunroofs. Those values are just absolutely tank in the next 6 to 8 weeks. Let me read some more checks. Why is everyone so hyped in Demon 170 when their 1200 horsepower low-power Hellcat is available now? Well, skateboards, I mean, can guys pay the $30,000 for that engine? I mean, a lot of guys don't want to spend 30 grand on a crate engine. They got to spend another 20 grand to throw into a car, depending on what car it is. So, skateboard, you just never know. If you have a Hellcat or a Red Eye, just go buy the Elephant crate for $29K, and it'll be way less than 1200 horsepower, and sell your old engine, basically paying a little more than a Red Eye. Yeah, skateboard, I mean, that's true, but you know, there's a lot of guys that don't want to void the warranty in the car, so when something goes wrong, they can simply drop it off a Dodge dealer and it gets fixed. So, I mean, I get where you're coming from. If I was rich, I would definitely, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even buy the Elephant crate motor. I'll just go to some other company that is used to making 426s and have them put like a Whipple blower on it and go about my business. I mean, who cares as a Hellephant? If it has a Whipple and a 426, it's going to kill those Hellephant cars anyway. So who cares? I mean, honestly, that's my opinion, right? Why did banks loan over MSRP? Yeah, John, like some of them don't even do that. Some, like I'm saying right here with my credit union, they don't really want to loan out more than the base price of the car because there's so many people around the country that's like defaulting on their loans and they're getting repossessions. So now the banks are stuck with these repossessed cars and they're not as valuable as they was when they financed them. So I'll watch a Lucky Lopez video. I think yesterday we were talking about all these EVs tanking, right? You spend $150,000. Well, let's say the Hummer EV, for example, because I have a Hummer EV on order. And I'm definitely not taking that Hummer EV after Lucky Lopez's video. He was basically like, there's guys spending $150,000, $130,000 on a Hummer EV, and then this time it's like $100,000. So you basically are like $20-something thousand, $30,000 underwater on a Hummer EV. So if the bank, if I default on my payments and the bank had to repossess that vehicle, and they financed it at $130,000, they lost $30,000. So I mean, I can see why the banks don't want to loan so much money out for the D170, because at the end of the day, they only see it as a Hellcat in their systems, right? I mean, I know there are some places that recognize the D170 as a D170, but there's a lot more places that recognize it as a Hellcat only, because when they pop in that VIN number, it says Hellcat. And that's the one bad thing that Dodge did by not separating the D170 out into its own separate trim with its own separate VIN number. Because I'm pretty sure when you look at the VIN pool that all these demon VINs are coming from, they're all pretty much coming from the same pool of VINs that you might get Hellcats or Red Eyes from, right? When you go look for super stocks, for example, they are literally in the exact same VIN pool that a Red Eyes in. You can't look at a super stock VIN number and tell whether or not it is a VIN number for a super stock or a VIN number for a Red Eye. You can tell with a Hellcat because there's like a digit or two difference here and there, but you can't see it for a Red Eye and a super stock. A super stock is basically a Red Eye with a super stock package on. That's basically what a super stock is. With the TRXs, right, you can tell the difference between a TRX VIN and a Ram 1500 VIN, because some of these vehicles have like different VIN pools, and basically how when Stellantis came into power, how they kind of changed up how they actually do how they do their VIN allocation. They just done it weird. So that might be why Dodge did not put the D170 as a different actual trim level. But I definitely think that now, I'm going through my own personal experience with this, that it's kind of hard for banks to justify loaning that much money out for D170. I mean, they see it as a Hellcat, and they know the Hellcat is one of the most stolen vehicles in America. So they definitely don't want to loan out that much money. Let's see. Let me go read some more. 2018, you could leave your keys in your car depending on where you live. Wasn't a high theft car, and was easier to get financing. Exactly, Drive. Like 2017, it was simple. Like I got my Hellcat, was like a leftover. Like when I got screwed out of those 2018 Demons, I like bumped this. I'm going to just get me a Hellcat. So I basically went and found me a leftover 2017 Hellcat. I basically found me a 2017 Hellcat when all the Demons were gone. And it was like, I think like $55K. Like that was crazy. $55K for a 6-speed manual Hellcat. And I didn't put really no money down, period. Like boom. And I think my credit score back then was like maybe 600. And it was like, whatever. No problem. I mean, they're just throwing away loans. But now it's just totally different, because now how these vehicles are classified, it's kind of harder. And like, I know there's way more richer people than me that's had problem getting financing. So I don't feel bad about this happening to me, because I know this has happened to other people. Let's see what we got. If you make 40K a year with a 700 plus FICO score, Google top 10 loans to get 300K each so far, live stream, so on, and pay off the car off, and use capital for company versus work. Yeah, that's some pretty good. That's pretty good advice, skateboards. My credit score is like in the 660 range, 650, 660 range. So it's a little bit more tougher. So that's why they're a little bit more like, oh my god, this is only a Hellcat. You're asking too much money. I'm like, dude, I'm like, come on, bro. Replay for show. Love by few. What's up? Butter, that's solution. Personal loans, not banks. Oh, yeah. We're still waiting those stage 3 kits. Hey, Juan, those stage 3 kits are going to be out after the demons come out because, like I said, I've heard from a couple people they don't want to piss off Demon 170 owners when these stage 3 kits have more power than the Demon 170. That's what I was told by somebody within Dodge and not from the tippity top of Dodge either. So, but I did hear from somebody else who works with Dodge that they kind of abandoned stage 3 because I don't think they want to have the negative press, but we'll see. Because I mean, stage 3 did leak on DodgeGarage.com last year. Let me go pull up my video where I actually revealed it. Red Eye 170. Here we go. Look, I got a bunch of. Here we go. My Red Eye 170 video. Let me go pull up the screenshot. I'll go ahead. My little shout out at the very beginning. And you see, I did this video 7 months ago, and already the dealers, who are some of the most trash dealers in North Carolina, we just did a video about Kernersville damaging Megatron's Scat Pack 392, where it basically caused like $24,000 worth of damage on his vehicle. They're trash. Hendrick wasn't this particular one, a Concord. The Wilmington store was the one that took my Demon 170 allocation at MSRP. And Lake Norman, that's another trash dealer in North Carolina. And they're one of the guys who screwed me out of a 2018 Demon, had me drive like an hour, like 15, 20 minutes to the dealership because they had a red 2018 Demon. And then they told me after I got there, oh yeah, there's a $50,000 markup on this particular car. So Lake Norman, they're trash. So 2 of these dealers screwed me out of Demons. This one right here, oh yeah, Kernersville, there was the dealer who, when I had my issues with my my TRX, where my TRX fender flares were scratched, they would not put in the daggone warranty for my TRX. So I had to go to another dealership. Well, first of all, I went to another dealership. I actually had to put a complaint in against Kernersville. And then I had to go and open my own star case with RAM and then go to another dealership to get them to take the photos to submit the RAM. And then within 24 hours, RAM approved my warranty repair on my flares on my TRX. And I had like this dry like oil spot or something like that. It had some kind of like dry spot on my bumper. It was like a big old stain, like this freaking big, all on my bumper that I could not clean off no matter what I did. And RAM replaced the front bumper of my TRX too. But Kernersville Dodge, they refused to put that warranty claim in. All they had to do was take photos of it and submit a claim, but they didn't want to do it. And these are the same guys who TK doing videos about by them pretty much doing $24,000 worth of damage to Megatron 392's Scat Pack like 2 years ago. But let's just say for Megatron's car, I may have given a nice little, I'm not gonna say a little, but let's just say I might have given some information to a very, very, very powerful law firm. And they're gonna have a nice litigation coming up pretty soon. Just saying. I might as well be called Dodge's chief dealer breaker. Here we go. That's what I'm gonna ask Kinesis. Can I get on the payroll for being Dodge chief dealer breaker? Oh, come on now. I want to smell ugly mug on the face on the screen. Yeah, but this right here was the. Let's see, I'll make this closer. But that right there was the stage 3 kit for the Red Eyes. Let me see if I can roll it on up. I got any more drink in my cup? No. My cup is empty. But yeah, right there, stage 3 kit. And that part number was valid on DodgeGarage.com. When I talked to my buddies who worked at Power Brokers, that part number was valid. I haven't checked with them lately, but it did say that there was some stuff attached to this this product ID, and I think that they saw some of these parts in here. But you see right here, stage 3 kit included stage 1 and stage 2 plus 1300cc injectors, a high flow Demon fuel pump, E85. So they're going to convert those cars over to E85, which is like, you know, if they're going to do E85, why even have race fuel on the stage 2 kits? Why not just go ahead and put in the stage 2 kit stuff you need to make those cars E85 capable? I mean, why not? I mean, you got the D170 E85. You got ported and CNC machine cylinder heads, all the gaskets you need, which is missing on the stage 2 kit that a lot of dealers were pissed off about, that they told me that Dodge did not want to add in, because some people were going in and getting these stage 2 kits done, and they're going like, oh man, the dealer's going, hey, you need these extra gaskets that's not included in the kit. People's getting pissed off. So let's see, you got all the gaskets, the head studs, Coulter spark plugs, elephant snout, a 2.72 inch supercharger pulley, 2-spinner supercharger fast to create more boost, a Timerson overdrive harmonic balancer, and 2-inch primary headers. And this is for 2019 and above Red Eye 6.2 liter vehicles. And this right here was definitely going to be a kit that you can do on the Super Stock and the 2018 Demon. Because I'll remind you guys, when that kit says Red Eye, they also included Super Stocks in that kit as well. And basically a 2018 Demon is basically the exact same thing as a Red Eye. Only difference is just, you know, you just have the tuner in there for race gas. But yeah, there you go right there. That was on Dodge Garage until they took it down. Because I know a lot of people was asking about that kit. So I mean, I might go and ask my buddy if he's not already watching this live stream or he's watching in the future. I'm gonna see whether or not he lets me know whether or not this is still actually in the system. But somebody told me that they basically are going to get rid of this because I guess they don't want to feel the heat from Demon 170 owners like they did with them for making this car a Demon in the first place. But yeah, there you go right there. That was the Red Eye Stage 3 kit. It did exist. It was on, and this was on DodgeGarage.com. So just like, you know, Dodge trying to deny, oh yeah, the carbon fiber wheels, they don't cost $12,000 a piece. They are still in Direct Connections parts listing as costing $12,000 a piece for every single carbon fiber wheel. And it wasn't me who wrote that. That was what was that, Steve White, parts department, when somebody had a scratch on their Demon 170 wheels. That's how much it would have cost for the customer to get his wheel replaced. So, you know, I need to ask somebody who know about the situation, because I know at least 2 people that I've seen that has scratched carbon fiber wheels. Are they even available? Do they still have the scratches on those carbon fiber wheels? Is the manufacturer even making any spare wheels right now because they're so behind the gun? Because like I said, like that manufacturer carbon fiber wheels, they are so behind. There are still 325 Demon 170s with carbon fiber wheels that's going to get released at the very end. That's like pretty much a third of all carbon fiber wheel cars get released within literally a month and a half time frame, right? I don't know exactly when they're all going to be shipped out, but I know there was a deadline for those carbon fiber wheels and Penske to paint all those matte black markings on all those cars by the end of March. So like I said, you're gonna have a lot of carbon fiber wheel cars flood the market, and these non-carbon fiber wheel cars, I'm telling you, you're gonna get these cars cheaper because now, people kept not wanting to believe. I look, hold out, hold out, hold out. First, these cars were 150K when it first came out. Then they started creeping down to 125. Then they creeped down to 100. Then there was 80K for a while. The next thing you know, they started being 60K for a while. Then they started creeping that 55 to 50K for a while. And then now they started creeping down that 40K range. And then, like I said, once you get about 300 something carbon fiber wheel cars coming out at the same time, those non-carbon fiber wheel cars, they're going to get in that 10 to 20K range. Because you're going to have dealers who are going to try to get rid of them because they're not going anywhere. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Like, if you've been waiting for a Demon 170, the best time is probably going to be the next 2 months to grab one. Grab one of the ones at the very end. I think that's going to be your best chance to get one at the cheapest that you can get one at. You got to make sure you get financed. Oh God, man, that literally pissed me off, man. Because I was talking to my credit union, and then the guy was like, he put in, when I initially tried to get financed, he put in like $0. Like, I didn't want to finance anything, right? He basically put in that all I want to finance like maybe $5,000 or $10,000. I'm like, oh God. Like, denied. I'm going like, of course denied. Like, you think I'm going to finance like $120,000 car, like literally with like no money down? I'm like, dude, are you like, come on, bro. Like, we're better than this. I'm like, I'm kind of thinking like the dude like intentionally sabotaged me. Like, how do you not understand the amount of money I said I was going to do when you're like on the phone with me and you clearly hear what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, dude. I'm not gonna say how much money I was gonna put down. I'm just gonna say that the dude literally put down, I wasn't gonna put down with nothing but maybe like 5K. I'm going like, of course they'll deny me. I'm like, God. And then I'm like, dude, like, I think it was last week. I was like, dude, hey, so go tell them I'm gonna put down this amount, like the actual amount. Like, you got me freaking denied because of your error. I'm going like, tell them how much money I want to put down. I'm like, and tell them this is a, he going like, oh, well, this is a Hellcat and it's not really, they're not worth that much. I don't know if we're going to loan out that much for a Hellcat. I'm going like, dude, it's not a Hellcat. It's a Demon 170. And like, it's like, do you see how much money these cars are going for at auction? They're literally going for almost double at one time point, like a week ago before this crap happened. They was going for at least 180 to 240. So there's already value in the car, but like, they don't see it as that. They see it as a Hellcat. So they're seeing it's like, oh, it gets stolen and stuff, miles on it, 50, 60K. Like, oh God, like, dude, like, come on, man. But it's just crazy with these guys. Let me read some more. We're still waiting on stage 3 kits. I already read that. I already showed you guys that. What's going to be the resale value for these cars in a year or two? If it's D170 resale value, I mean, I would say since there are going to be no more really available, it's going to depend on the flippers. If the flippers flood the market with cars and keep them out in the market, those values are going to stay in the top of the 100K range. If some of these flippers be smart and just hold them back, and it's only like one here or two there, or one here or two there, then they'll easily go back in the 200K range. But if they just flood the market with these suckers and it's like 20, 30 of them available, or not 20, 30, like hell, it'll be more than that. It might be like 5, 10 going for sale off a Bringer trailer. It might be 5, 10 going to Barrett Jackson. It might be 5, 10 going to Mecum. There might be 5 or 10 going through Facebook Marketplace. It might be like 7 or 8 going through, all these other auction sites. If there's like so many available wherever you're at, I mean, it's just gonna drive the value down. If it's just way too much available, these cars are not going for over 200K. Like that's gonna be like, it's gonna basically be like the 2018 Demon, where those 2018 Demons, they were 50K over, and then when so many people were trying to flip them, they went down in their MSRP. And then as the years went along, they dipped back up to around that 150, 200K range. And then here we go with the D170. Now they're creeping back down to like under 150, under 140, under 130. Now seeing the Barrett Jackson, a 600-mile 2018 Demon went for $105,000. That's oh my goodness. That's like, I know that dude was pissed when he seen that much money go for his car. Because if that dude paid markup 5 years ago, he lost money on that car. I mean, you would think that if you bought a limited car from Dodge 5 years ago and you only put 600 miles on that car, you would probably think for a 2018 Demon, you probably get at least $140, $150 out of it. Basically, like, almost double the car's value. And you basically end out Barrett Jackson with only $105K. Oh man, I know that guy was pissed. Whoo! A lot of Dodge people lost money at Barrett Jackson. I just saw Goldberg's video, and I'm definitely going to make a video now about Goldberg's video. Because like I said, some people don't know, but I was there at Barrett Jackson on stage with Goldberg when his Demon 170 and his Demon 2018 Demon went across the auction block. And it was like that right there was like a clear sign that, these cars are not going to have a very great outlook financially. I mean, because I know Goldberg was trying to be the first one to sell a couple of VIN match Demons, but 2 weeks before, there was a pair of VIN match Tor Red Demon 170s that went to Mecum, I think, at Kissimmee, and those two vehicles only went for $370K, and that is not a lot of money for two VIN match cars that, when you think about it, that's supposed to be that iconic. Because if 3 weeks, I think Barrett Jackson was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so we'll say about 6 weeks ago, before all this stuff came out, I mean, Demon 170s were going for $250K, and for the dude to get $370, I mean that means his 2018 car, and I think he had 9 miles on the car and a crate. That means his 2018 car was only worth $120K with 9 or 10 miles on the ticker with a crate. And I think both his cars, just like Goldberg's, had like 9, 10 miles on it. And his 2018 car was not worth that much money. I mean, I think at the reveal, someone said that they sold their like delivery mile 2018 Demon for like $200K, $250K. So, I mean, at bare minimum, anyone with a low, like if anyone has a VIN match pair of Demons and they're under 10 miles on both cars, I would think that those two vehicles would bring in at least $400,000 to $500,000 all day long. Like just off of the aura of the 2018 Demon. I think the 2018 Demon is a lot better than what the prices are dropping down to. But the Demon 170 just killed that value. It's like, I understand why Dodge wanted to make the whole Demon 170 and the VIN match cars, but honestly, I think if they would have just named the Demon 170 a different name, if they would have named it the Avenger for avenging the 2018's loss to the Plaid as the quickest quarter mile production car, or if they would have named it the Angel, where especially since you got E85 in there and it's supposed to be like the whole cleaner, more environment friendly Demon. You could have had a Demon and an Angel. I think that would have been a great, way of going out. But I think, that's the one problem Demon 170 is killing the values of the 2018 Demons. So, I mean, the guys who have 2023 cars, if you look at the right places, you might be able to find your VIN match car and get it for cheap. But I'm there at Barrett Jackson with Goldberg. I'm going like, man, like this car gotta go for at least $500,000 to $600K. I'm thinking with Goldberg's cachet, and then he's saying he's gonna sign the car. Mark Truss is gonna sign the car. Ralph Giles is gonna sign the car, and Goldberg's giving you like $15,000 worth of accessories because he was like he giving you the parachute arm, giving you the carbon fiber rear Demon 170 little kit, to delete the rear seat, the harness bar. He's giving you one of his race suits with his name on it, probably autographed too. He's giving you the flag I was holding up, because I'm in like the left side of pretty much everyone's like feeds, holding up the last call flag, which I was doing, and I'm going like, man, that car has to go for at least $500,000, and it just really just stalled at 410K, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, wow. It just, man, like I think there is just like the Soldier story. I think it's pissed off so many people when I covered it that a lot of people had lost a lot of respect for Dodge when it wasn't really Dodge's fault for that situation happening with Matt Haight. That was really a greedy dealer doing that. And I think there's like two groups of people who was like, yeah, they glad that, you know, Dodge, you know, came in and did something for the Soldier. Then there's other group of people going like, hey, we've been getting screwed over. We're not military. I mean, why wouldn't Dodge step up and fix stuff for us? So, I mean, I can understand both camps, but I think that's kind of had like a very negative effect on the values of D170. I mean, you got the Soldier story. Then you got people who can't get approved because a lot of banks see the D170 as a Hellcat and not an actual Demon. You got demons arriving with paint damage. You got demons arriving with rusty undercarriages. You got demons, you got demons who I think at one of the events they were snapping drive shafts. You got demons that are like, you know, owners who have both cars or owners who get a 2018 car get the Demon 170. They're going like, man, it doesn't have all the Demon logos that their other car has. It doesn't have a crate to make it stand out. There's not that many carbon fiber wheel cars, and it's not really because people didn't want them. It's because the company just couldn't make them. And then you got the whole 149 mile per hour top speed controversy, and you know there's nowhere in Dodge literature, anywhere online, and I'm pretty sure they haven't posted anywhere, you know, official either, that the top speed of D170 is 149 miles per hour. But I think I was talking to Demonology. He was saying that I think his car went like 154, 155, somewhere around there, or maybe 156, and his car was still pulling, but he had to let off because he ran out of track. So it's like, does drag mode just eliminate the top speed and you can go to maybe 160? So I mean, I hope that's something that you know, Demonology will approve, because I think if anybody was going to prove that, I think Demonology will be able to do it on a drag strip, because I definitely have trust in his abilities since he loves to snatch souls, as he say. So I'm definitely going to send a message to Demonology like, hey, look, you think you can see whether or not Demon 170 can hit at least 160 on a drag strip? But I hope that Dodge does some stuff to help to fix the value of the D170, right? You know, well, not really fix the value, but fix the morale within Dodge, because I think the morale is just so bad that when I was at Barrett-Jackson, it was like, you don't see really any Dodge vehicles that was making that much money. Like, I mean, I think it was even Nicolas Cage's Cuda. I think that car they made like 450, and I'm going like, Nicolas Cage's Cuda? I mean, I would have thought that car would have made 600 grand, about $500,000. I'm like, golly. I'm like, I'm walking around Barrett-Jackson and like, that Charger didn't make no money. That Charger didn't make that much money. And all I'm seeing is like Mustangs, 450,000, Mustang, 500,000, Mustang, 350,000, Mustang, 450,000, Mustang, 500,000, Mustang, 600,000. I'm like, golly. Like, these guys are shelling out money for Mustangs. And then pickup trucks. Pickup truck, 150,000. Pickup truck, 200,000. Pickup truck, 180,000. Pickup truck, 300,000. I'm like, golly. Like, some of these pickup trucks were going for the prices more expensive than Red Eyes and Scat Packs and freaking the Swinger was out there. I think the Swinger made like 85K. There's a Black Ghost out there. I think it made like maybe like 180 or whatever. I mean, there's some of these values was not there. Let me read some more comments. Looks like I'm late to the party. What's going on, LC Footman? You're right. Dodge being killed off. Yeah. Let's see. Crate elephants have powertrain and warranties. Yep. I think that's part of the requirement to buy the crate engine. You have to get the. I think the warranty is part of the price. Go get trade lines, 20-year-old with 20K your credit would jump 200 points. Yeah, I should do that, right? Looks like I'm late to the party. I already read that. They should sell Dodge or Chrysler. Honestly, if Tesla would buy Dodge, I think it would be game over. I think they would just annihilate Ford if they basically made a smaller Charger and put like a Hellcat engine in it and gave like hybrid assist and all-wheel drive. They can cater to like both sides of the market. They can cater towards the people who want to go EV. And they can cater towards the crowd that don't want to go EV. Oh man. If Elon became Tim Cook's boss, I think that'd be a match made in heaven. I think that really would be. The Ford Mustang looks pretty tempting at this point. Yes, kids. I mean, I have a dark horse on order. I think I'm going to pass on that dark horse because Ford is supposed to reveal maybe a 800 horsepower supercharged Mustang this year at their little event, like the 60 years of Mustang event. So if that happens, I'm definitely going to pass on my dark horse and try to get me that car, because I would love to get a GT500. That's one like, oh man, I wish I could have a GT500, a nice little small car, 750 horsepower. But yeah, that new body style and 800 horsepower, you talk about a red eye killer, boy. Let's see, all the stats for a Elephant faster than a red eye or stage 3 and more horsepower. That's why all YouTubers need to gas up. Is a Elephant. Just keep your car, sell the engine, and buy the Elephant to go get a personal loan. Yeah, you could do that. Did you do Power Dollars video yet? And will it come? And will it come back to Hellcat Scats? I think they had to get very, very, very desperate to bring Power Dollars to Hellcats. And I need to actually go and see if my buddy can give me an idea of how many Hellcats, Red Eyes, and Super Stocks are still available, brand new on dealership lots. You know what? I can ask one of my dealer buddies, hey, can you see how many Hellcats is actually available? Hellcats, Red Eyes, Super Stocks is actually sitting on dealer lots. Because I mean, I've seen some Facebook Marketplace, ads for Hellcats and stuff, and they still want like $10,000 over. I'm going like, y'all are stupid, man. Y'all are freaking stupid. But I haven't done a Power Dollars video because I'm going like, I might do one just so I can be like, hey, Dodge, maybe you guys need to expand this to Scat Packs at least. Like, I don't think why. I think Goldberg lost too. Yeah, I think Goldberg lost some dollars on his VinMatch cars, and I think it kind of sucked that he didn't get the money that I was thinking that the VinMatch cars would have gotten at the auction. That low price at the auction doesn't even cover the cost of storage for all of them for years. Well, I mean, Goldberg's garage, I mean, hell, he got so many cars there, and then, I mean, I guess he just wanted to clear the debt because he has 2 F8 green VinMatch Demons, and I think he has Vin like 28 or 63, something like that. So he has a more valuable pair. I thought Goldberg would have been in the $500 to $1 million range. Yeah, Joe, I expect that bare minimum $500K. Bare minimum $500K. I heard they only made the 170 and updated parts because they knew the cars would not sell a couple $1,000s. Not sell a couple thousand for them. They made 50, 100K more, 50, 100 more. Honestly, I thought Dodge should have just not make any Red Eyes, any Super Stocks, and made nothing but Demons. Make an additional like 3,000 or 4,000 of them. That way, dealers are not incentivized to price gouge $100,000 over. Maybe 10 to 20K over, and then the occasional MSRP here and there. But I think Dodge kind of did a disservice by calling it a Demon. I wish they would have just called it an Angel. And I mean, honestly, they could have made a top speed Charger, right? I mean, I think the Charger is more aerodynamic than the Challenger, so they could have just put the Elephant motor into the Charger, call it an Angel, and make it a top speed car, and just leave street tires on it, like leave the Red Eye street tires on it, and then your guy who want to go to Texas Mile, he go take a Charger to Texas Mile, boop, and just fly past everybody with 1,000 horsepower at the tap. So, I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't just make a Charger Demon or make a Charger Angel or make a Charger whatever they want to call it or a Charger Super Stock. I mean, I don't understand why they wouldn't do it. Like, or why they wouldn't put the engine in there. But I mean, if it was me, I would have made a Charger Demon, right? I would have made 3,300 Charger Demons, 3,300 Demon 170s, and boom, there you go. You got over 6,600 examples in the marketplace, plenty up for grabs. Or I would just made, I mean, honestly, I wish I would have made 6,666 Demon 170s, right? Just go all 666. I mean, I think that would be a lot better dealer control by not letting them be able to price gouge on the 3,000 units. How much is Barrett Jackson's cut? I think what, 7%, 10%, something like that. I don't know. Imagine if the 2018 becomes more desirable 20 years later. I felt it was more iconic and marketing was more respectable. It seems to have fallen apart with greed lately. Yeah, Juan. And I gotta say, I talked to a lot of guys who went for 2018s to 2023 Demon 170s, and a lot of those guys, they all preferred the 2018 car over the Demon 170, but they will admit that the Demon 170 is more better on the track than the 2018 car was, because the 2018 car was basically more all around a better car for especially the track and the strip, and you can go take it to the Texas Mile and go run over 200 miles per hour. And the car was more comfortable and more tameable on the road because of the smaller tires. And a lot of guys are like, hey, you know, my 2018 car, you know, I honestly, all around better. If you had pick between one or the other, the 2018 car would basically be the car that they would grab and then just basically throw 1,000 horsepower at it and you got Demon 170. So, but I mean, Demon 170, that doesn't mean it's not a great car. It's just, I think the 2018 car maybe is all around better. On the track, Demon 170 would definitely destroy a 2018 Demon. But all around on the street, whatever, I think the 2018 car is going to take the cake on that. Oh, let's see. Dodge has stopped the names while GM and Ford continue to push to extend the sales of ISIS. Yeah. So drive, and there's an article that came out of Carb Scoops yesterday. I was going to actually make a video about it today, but I got back from work. I got back from work late, and Tim Knissis basically tells you exactly whose decision it was to get rid of the Hemis. So if you go look up that article from Car Scoops, I'm probably gonna make a video about it tomorrow when I actually come home from work tomorrow. I got work one more day this week, so when I come back home from tomorrow, I'm going to make that video. It'll probably debut on Friday. But it was not Tim Knissis' fault that the Hemi is gone. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now so everybody can get off of Tim Knissis' back. It was not his fault they abandoned the Hemi. Tim Knissis, at the end of the day, he has a boss above him. So you can lay off my new frenemy's back. That's my new friend. Just like Stephen A. Smith used to say, my dear friend. That's what Tim Knissis. He is my dear friend. Let's see. Hellephant, when I look at the line, was as no warranty. Yeah, I saw. I think you have to get the. I think in order to get the warranty. No, I think no. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think it says it has a warranty on it. No, it does have a warranty on it. And it also says in order to buy it, you also had to buy, I think, the engine controller or some other kit with it. But yeah, the Hellephant does have a warranty on it. I think it's like, I think, a couple years or whatever. Yo, that's dumb. Everyone needs to tag Elon Musk to buy Dodge. Yeah. I think if Elon Musk bought Dodge and Chrysler, oh man, and basically just let Tim Knissis off to his own devices, like just basically made Tim the boss over Dodge and Chrysler put together. And Elon Musk was like, hey, look, you do whatever the hell you want as long as you make money. Whoo! Could you imagine how bad Dodge would be if Tim Knissis had like free reign to do whatever he wanted and he didn't have to worry about emissions credits because he was part of the company that gave him an unlimited number of emissions credit that he had $0 to pay for? Could you imagine? Because imagine this. He had as much emissions credits as he wanted to use. And instead of a Hellcat costing let's say right now, I think a Hellcat might cost around $70,000. Imagine a $50,000 Hellcat because they had so many emission credits they had to jack the price up, right? Imagine like a $65,000 red eye. Imagine the Demon 170 being like $80,000. Could you imagine how bad Dodge would dominate the market if Tesla owned Dodge? Oh my God. Like, I think, you know what? I want to make a video about that too. Imagine how great Dodge would be if Elon Musk bought Dodge and Chrysler. And he basically made, and Tiffany's basically made a new 300 that had a Hellcat in it. Oh man. Oh man. I think, oh man, like that gets me excited, boy. If Dodge got bought up by Tesla, Elon says, do what you do. Do what you do. I got your back with the credits. You ain't got to worry about Joe. You ain't got to worry about Joe. Let him find you. I got the credits for you right here. I ain't do nothing with them. Golly. Oh man, that'd be awesome. Oh man, let's see. 1,400 narrow bodies still sitting on the lots. Hey. Whew. And the beautiful thing is about buying a narrow body car, you can go buy one and the wide body kit from Dodge, what, $2,500? So you can get you a great deal on a narrow body. And I think you get the narrow body 392s. Some of them can come with the whole, the 1320 package. So you can throw wide body on that sucker and basically get you like a baby Demon. Someone asked me why Stellantis stock is at an all-time highs. Maybe because they figured out how to make dummies drop $250K on a stripper. Yeah, Passport Bros. Like, that's the one thing that Dodge is great at. They're real good at getting guys to drop their panties for a car that's basically a $30,000 car with a $30,000 engine for bragging rights. But I mean, I can't really. I mean, I just hate that guys paid that much money. 250K. Oh my God. That's way too much money. I mean, you can go buy a Lambo for 250K and it was destroy a Demon 170 on the street. I mean, how many guys are going to the drag strip for bragging rights right now when drag strips across the country are getting closed? So I'm pretty sure you get way more cachet in like a Porsche or a McLaren or a Huracan for 250K than you will for a Demon 170. I'm just saying, Passport Bros. They need to do something for the morale for the 2018 Demon owners that were lied to. They should make the OG Demon make even more power with the 170. OG Demons need to sue. Well, Mopar, you might get your wish because, like I said, I know of a lot of things going on in the background. I'm not going to reveal them until I actually get the paperwork in my hand. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Just saying. I've been in car manufacturing for 20 years. Dodge and the other car manufacturers don't have parts laying around. The parts are made on a schedule alongside the vehicle production date. Yeah, camera guy. I mean, I understand that. But I mean, you know, not to say that if, let's say, for example, Tesla buys out, you know, Dodge and Chrysler, all those vehicles made at one particular plant. So it's not to say they're going to, you know, bring over the exact same model, but you know, if they, let's say for the sake of argument that if Tesla was to buy out Dodge, I'm pretty sure that Stellantis will be like, well, you know, we'll still make the engine, we'll just sell it to you. And then Tesla doesn't have to even go make an engine manufacturer. They be like, well, we're buying the engines from Stellantis. Stellantis is making money off selling the engines to another company. I mean, that's pretty much what Pagani does. They buy the engines from Mercedes-Benz and put in their wires and stuff. So it's not unknown for a company to make engines for somebody else and just boop, drop it in there. So what's to say that Stellantis, you know, if Dodge got bought out by Elon Musk and be like, hey, Stellantis, will you continue to use your production line to keep making us Hellcats and 392s? And I'm pretty sure Stellantis is all about the bottom dollar. And they're like, well, shoot, of course, we'll make you the engine as long as we don't get fined. Because we're not gonna get fined because it's not in our vehicle. So hey, Dude, I just made a business case for Elon Musk to basically buy Dodge and for Stellantis to let Dodge get bought out because they don't want Dodge or Chrysler in the first place. Because I was told when the merger first happened, they only wanted Jeep and Ram. That was it. So I just made a business case for Stellantis to fulfill their dream to get rid of Dodge and Chrysler. If only if I had enough cash, they'd be like, hey, Elon, if you really want to piss off some of these guys who keep calling you names, hey, why don't you go buy Dodge and Chrysler and give them unlimited emissions credits to keep pissing off the government? Oh boy, I think that'd be awesome. They should have made the last call unlimited production on demand with a 900 horsepower charger. Honestly, I would say that, hey, we should have been able to go on DodgeGarage.com and buy our allocations. Well, not buy allocations, but go on DodgeGarage.com. And I mean, if anything, you had to be serious about ordering a car rather than being some butthead who would just, oh, I'm going to go order 10 Hellcats because I just want to troll Dodge or whatever, right? But honestly, if we had a system where like, hey, you go ahead and let's say you got approved through Stellantis Financial Services, right? Let's say you go on Dodge Garage and you go ahead and fill out your credit application and you get approved, and they're like, look, you're gonna spec your car to this number right here, or you spec your number, like you go ahead and get pre-approved for the loan, and then while you're waiting for your car to get built, let's just say you only pay 25% of the actual loan payment to Stellantis. So you're basically paying your loan down. Then when your car comes, you'll maybe wait like another month or two, and then boom, you pay your full payment. Or it's like they'll gradually step you up to, let's say you get your car, and then 3 months later your loan payment go to 50% of what the loan value was, right? And then let's just say another 3 months, and then bam, it goes to 75% of what the loan is, and then boom, another 3 months. So every quarter it goes up by 25%, and then within a year, you're paying your full amount. So it kind of like wean you into it, right? You're going ahead and paying and making payments while the car is not built. And then boom, next thing you know, a year later, boom, there you go. You're in full payments and you got the car. So Stellantis can make sure that whoever specs a car gets the car that they actually ordered, and just eliminate dealers from doing markups. I think that would be a great way to cut down people just ordering cars and not taking delivery. Make people actually serious about ordering cars. If that can happen, that'd be freaking awesome. That would be freaking awesome. I've already read that. Are you against buying used Hellcat Scat Packs? No, I'm not against not buying used Hellcat Scat Packs. You just gotta I mean, if you save dollars and you still got warranty on it, why not buy a used one? If it's out of warranty, I would potentially looking to buy an extended warranty because you never know what the previous owner did. You might have a guy who didn't dog his car out and just took it to car shows. You might have a guy who did car meets or did like takeovers like every weekend, dogged the hell out of his car. So if you go buy a used one, I'm like, can I take a test drive? Because you take a test drive, you can find out real quick if it's been dogged. Butter the man, way to go, brother. Love the content you're putting out and all the hard work. Much respect, brother. Cheers from your friend and fan, the Canadian Pit Bull. Appreciate it, Robert. Hennessy Performance has a 1,000 horsepower kit. A lot of people don't like Hennessy. That's the kind of problem. I own both the 17, I own both the OG and the 170. I prefer OG, holds the hands down better. And you're around a whole list of people who have said to me plenty of times that the 2018 Demon is better than the 170. But the 170 is hands down the better track car, but you don't live on the track. You can't go to the track every single day. So the other 364 days of the year, your 2018 car is better. Let's see. I think that they're going to bring the engine back in a couple of years. Like I said in other videos, only thing I can get actual details about is they're going to be a brand new crate engine, but they will not confirm to me whether that crate engine is going into an actual production car. But something tells me if an orange person gets in the office, that's going into a production car. Just saying. It seems like Hellcats and Red Eyes got slower in the newer years. I mean, hell, you never know. You never know. The 2024 Camaro 2SS is looking good after what Dodge has done. And honestly, I don't know why GM would just discontinue the Camaro, especially when they knew that Dodge was gonna get rid of the the Hellcats literally in the same year. What GM should have done was they should have allowed the Camaro to have 2 more years of production. Say 2 more years of production, and then that's it, right? Then they can see the first year of Dodge's sales without any Hemis in it. See if the Camaro sales pick up, and if they pick up, be like, oh shoot, we might do like a little tweak, might do like a body tweak or whatever, and so we'll extend out the Camaro a little bit longer. So I think if anything, it should have held off of like maybe 2, maybe 3 years with the Camaro production, because if the Camaro gained more sales because the Challenger and Charger did not have a V8 in it, then the Camaro could have been the second best car. So you never know. Oh, and Elon says, "Hey Timmy, while you're at it, let's bring Plymouth back into the fold." Oh man, hey, could you imagine freaking Plymouth? I mean, hell, like I would love to see, because I was watching Jay Leno's video about the Plymouth Prowler. I didn't know Chip Foose designed it, but could you imagine they brought back Plymouth and they were like, "Hey Chip, could you make a 2023 version of the Prowler?" And they put a Hellcat in that bad. Well, they probably won't put a Hellcat in, but if they put a 392 in a Plymouth Prowler, like a new updated version, boy, you can imagine how fun car meets would be. You can imagine how fun car culture would be if Dodge was not owned by a European overlord who's trying to water down the brand and try to make the vehicles. They're trying to make Stellantis trying to make all the vehicles as cheap as possible, but as high cost as possible, right? So that's why they're trying to build their margins in by selling less vehicles, but they want to make them as cheap as possible, but it's selling them as high as possible. So that's where they're trying to make all that money to send back to their shareholders and crap. And it's really just killing the morale of all the brands, because now Dodge is like the worst selling brand in America. And it's not because no one likes Dodge, because your European overlord dealers have literally pissed off your entire fan base. And now I just don't know what's going to happen with these guys. Oh, let's see. The Tesla Cyber Demon. Whew, could you imagine? Can you imagine like a hybrid demon, right? With like let's say the motors, let's say the motors from a Plaid on the front wheels, and the demon with 7 engine hitting the back wheels. Boy, like like that car would not do wheelies, but dang it, will it just destroy anything on the track? Man. Everyone tag Elon on Chrysler and Dodge platforms if you Racer X, and a few others say that Elon see it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely make that video that Tesla should buy Dodge. I'm definitely make that video. I'll make it next week. I got so many videos to make about these dealers that I'm kind of falling behind on them. I need to get me a whiteboard and just write down the dealership names, that way they can see in the back of the video, like, hey, you're on my hit list. I still got to talk about Burns Motors. I still got to talk about Toronto. I got to talk about Antwerp. There's a lot of deals I got to talk about still. It would be nice if Tim would bring back true muscle cars. And I talked to Tim, and he would love to do so. It just all depends if there's a business case to do so. Because he is I always say he is very passionate that he wants to make cheaper muscle cars that guys can wrench on again. Because that's the one thing that is gone now in car culture. There's not really car culture. I mean, because you can go get you like a little, Nissan 350Z or something like that, and you can wrench those cars, or a Toyota, like what was it, Subaru BRZ or whatever, and what the Toyota 86, Toyota 86. You can get those little cars right there, and you can wrench on, throw turbo kits on them. But you get a Hellcat or something like that, or you get a Scat Pack, you really don't want to throw power at it because it's expensive. Car way too expensive. So it's like, I would just wish that, if on better circumstances, if Dodge was not owned by Stellantis, that I have full confidence that Tim would bring out a cheaper mid-sized car for guys to work on. And I mean, that was one thing me and him talked about. So, I mean, he definitely doesn't like the prices. I tell you that crap. Yeah, stock is higher because of the stock buyback. You're exactly right, camera guy. All the credits they bought from Tesla, they probably could buy them now. But you know what? 98 WS6, The European overlord said they are buying zero credits from anyone. And that's why you see the demise of the brand. You can go look at the article on Car Scoops, or you can Google it. And I'm going to make a video about it, because now we know exactly who it was. It would be nice if Tim would bring back true muscle cars. I think he would if he had an opportunity to. But this is definitely the beginning and the end of all four of the brands. We need to boycott them until something changes, or they sell those U.S. brands. Greed, planned obsolescence, high prices. I mean, like I said, I think if you just don't buy their products, especially the Hurricanes, like, do not encourage anyone to buy Hurricanes. You just show them how bad decisions they made. They will be forced to put a V8 back in a car, right? Because, I mean, Ford already told the whole world exactly how they're going to make V8 Mustangs. They're basically going to make V8 Mustangs by selling Mach-E's, so selling electric vehicles. So, you know, if there's like a gentleman's agreement, hey, we want V8 cars, you gotta buy electric cars. I mean, hell, if that was like, hey, look, if you want a Hellcat to survive, you gotta buy electric cars. I'm like, if that was like publicly known, just like Ford just openly said it. Jim Fairley of Ford, the CEO of Ford, he just openly said it. Hey, we're selling V8 Mustangs because we sell Mach-E's. Mach-E's allow us to sell V8 Mustangs. He literally just said it out in the open. So if Stellantis gave Canissas the same leeway to say the same thing, like, hey, if you want Hellcats, you got to buy electric vehicles from us. And I'm pretty sure if that was the case, a lot of guys who love Hellcats, their wives would drive electric vehicles from the brand. Because, I mean, there's a lot of guys who can afford, you know, Hellcats, 2 Hellcats, a TRX, a Durango Hellcat, or a freaking Pacifica. I mean, I know guys who have like 4 or 5 Dodge products or Chrysler products or Jeep products in the garage right now. I'm pretty sure they will replace 1 or 2 of those with an electric vehicle or like a Banshee vehicle if it meant that Dodge could still sell them Hellcats or Red Eyes. I'm pretty sure guys would do that. But Ford has basically came out and said, hey, that's what happened. That's how we're going to sell V8 Mustangs. You buy this, we can still make V8 Mustangs. If Tim Knisses was given the power to say, hey, you know, if you want Hellcats, then you got to buy the Banshee. And I guarantee you the demand for the Banshee would jump up because guys who would like to have both, they can have both and don't got to worry about one's not going away. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, makes sense. Yep. Okay, Perry. Tim Knisses is definitely secretly disappointed in what they are doing. However, he makes millions of dollars and he is not speaking up. It's all about the money. Now, I will say one thing, Appliance Man, and this is not what Knisses told me, but these guys sign NDAs where they cannot talk negatively about the company. So they're going to cost them their jobs. And this is not from Knisses. This is from other people that I know within the company, because I have a lot of guys who actually work within Stellantis who watch my videos who like what I'm saying because they can't say what I'm saying. So that's why I have kind of like a, you know, a lot of my videos, I mean, I might get between 10 and 100,000 views on it when really all I do is talk negative about Dodge a lot of time. But this is like stuff that, you know, a lot of these people within the brand want to hear, but they can't say it themselves because they signed an NDA. So they can't talk anything bad about a company. They can't speak nothing negative. Oh, let's see. Sub Butter following your content for a while, and it's the same when you hear of all what's going on. It's so disappointing and frustrating. Hey, what's going on, Renee? Oh, let me see. Oh, Lord, my phone about to die. Oh, no. Let me put my phone on a charger. Oop. All right. But yeah, I'll probably end the stream probably like 15 minutes so we get through some of these comments. Let's see. The D170 crate engine doesn't have eco mode like the 170. I mean, that's just part of the car, right? The A170 is better. Yeah, the A170 is better because that's the actual 426. The C17 is the 6.2 liter. So yeah, if you can get the A170, that's a lot better, and it's actually, I think, like an extra 100 horsepower. On top of that, the C170. Sad I can't get the 2018 Demon engine. I mean, the 2018 Demon engine is nothing but a red eye engine, right? That's basically the exact same engine. Only thing you're missing is the ECU from a Demon. That's it. Same engine. Red eye's the exact same engine. We just wish I had an old big wing Plymouth Roadrunner. Oh man. Like I would love for them to bring back. Oh, it's ticking. Oh, oh, my freaking phone is making my headset tick. Cause I guess because the cable is sitting on top of my headset. I'm like, what in the world is ticking? That was my wireless charger. Oh, let's see. Know anything about a Viper Combat or designs on the engine? Design of this on the mid engine. Now, I was told that the Viper is not coming back, and they would love to bring the Viper back. And I made a suggestion that if they brought it back, they should use the Maserati MC20 as the base for a new Viper. But we will see. Now, Carlos Tavares, the CEO of Stellantis, he basically would not confirm or deny whether a new Viper is coming. But I would say if the Viper does come, it's going to be a variant of the MC20 because it just makes sense. Because it's just already odd that Maserati would get like a supercar like that for Dodge not to jump on the opportunity to make a Viper out of that car. It makes too much sense. They can build the Viper over in Italy on the same production line as the MC20 imported to North America. You don't need a plant here. All you do is make a limited number of them. I mean, you can put in. I mean, at this point, the only way they're going to do a Viper now is with a freaking Hurricane, like the high output 500 horsepower engine, and that's going to literally suck. So I mean, if they do a new Viper out of the MC20 shell, they're going to have to come out with a better engine. I mean, if anything, they put the Hurricane engine in it, 500 horsepower. I mean, that's basically going to be way overpriced compared to the C8 Stingray, because the C8 Stingray is about 500 horsepower, but that's like an $8,000 car. And I'm pretty sure if they use the MC20 as a base, the cheapest of that car is going to be probably like $150,000. So it's going to be like double the price. But I mean, it's going to have like, doors go up, rear engine too, carbon fiber tub. So if they figure out a way to make the cheapest carbon fiber tub vehicle in the world out of a Viper, I think it will work. Let's see. Tag Elon to buy Dodge and Chrysler. Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. Definitely make a video about that. What happened to the D170 street tire we heard will become available? So Chris, I asked multiple people within Stellantis. They say yes, it is going to come. The street and tire package for D170 that has direct connection or SOT concierge, and it says it's going to come later this year. And I want to try to hopefully convince Dodge. I want to make a video about this. Convince Dodge that this new street and tire package, I want it to basically be a new Demon crate for Demon 170. To get a Demon 170 a crate, put those street wheels and tires in that crate, and put an unlocked race ECU in that crate too. Because if you can get that in 2018 Demon, where in that crate was some skinnies to go drag racing and an unlocked ECU, they can at least put a street wheel and tire from the 2018 car, maybe put on a different rim, get some Demon branded tires, put it in a crate, unlock race ECU, maybe a lighter drive shaft. Let's say you make it like a Demon box. Hey son, how you doing? I see you waving. You crazy boy. But yeah, your head's about to pop up in a second. It's on delay, son. And yeah, put like a drive shaft in that box, and I think they can make like a I'm trying to figure a Demon chest. That's what I refer to it as. If they make like a Demon chest, make a long chest, put a lightweight drive shaft in there, give you the tools to change the drive shaft out, put like a street wheel and tire package in the box, and then put an unlocked race ECU. I think that'd be a lot better option since they're going to make a street package and then make it cost $1, because they kind of wet the bed with this whole 149 mile per hour, and they didn't tell nobody that that was the actual top speed, because kind of misleading that, like, hey, we did the the quarter mile, 8.6, 8.9, whatever, at like 151 miles per hour, and they'd be like, oh well, that only happens in one mode. Will you stop clapping, boy? You messing up my acapella here. Yeah, so I mean, I think they needed to basically make a Demon chest and put a drive shaft, wheel, tire, and an unlock race ECU in there, and get it at the Demon owners for $1. And give like a note like, hey, we're sorry about the 149 mile per hour, but accept this $1 gift as a gift from us to fix the issue. Oh, let's see. Well, shoot, I envy you too, Devil Charger. My 170 is probably the most comfortable driving car out of my 5 vehicles beside my Escalade. Yeah, depending on what kind of cars you have, like if you got a Viper or another crazy car, that might be the case, Chris. Are you going to buy an EV, Butter? No, I am not going to buy an EV. I'm going to pass on my Hummer EV because I watched Lucky Lopez video, and he was basically showing that I think my Hummer EV is going to be like $134,000, but he was saying that within a year, I'm going to lose almost $40,000 in value just by driving it. I'm like, no. I don't want to spend over $100,000 on a vehicle that can't retain its value. No. So no EV for me. My GT350 is probably the most comfortable driving car out of my one vehicles. Yeah, that's funny, Ryan. But I got 100 plus tonight. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting there. I kind of got off topic because I was talking about the Demon financing earlier, where Dodge kind of made it harder for people to get finance for Demons because Demon 170 is not actually a Demon. It's a Hellcat with a Demon option on there. It's not even a red eye. Right? Because it doesn't even show on the window sticker as a red eye with a Demon option. It's shown as a plain Jane Hellcat that's like $68,000. And banks don't want to lend to that amount of money. Let's see. Fans don't know the American market, luxury and muscle and power. It's the American way. I mean, hell, you really don't need a luxury. As long as you have a lot of power, you don't need luxury. Oh, they need to get their service department together before they even think of selling luxury. The Grand Wagoneer was a poor attempt. Oh God. Oh God. Like, I wish they would have just not made the Grand Wagoneer. I wish they would have just put a Chrysler badge on it and put it within Chrysler, because Jeep is getting out of hand. Because I mean, how do you make $30,000 SUVs up in the same brand as 120-some thousand SUVs? Luxury brands don't do that. Like, Mercedes-Benz does not have a $30,000 CLA. I think the CLA is what, $40,000-$50,000 or whatever. So it's just crazy. Let's see. But which crate engine will you get? Will you get an A170? Ooh, yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, I think the A170 has a lot more bedside manners marquees. See, the 170 tops at 149. What an insult! The Hellcat does 260 on a hit. But here's the fixed change the limiter and drive shafts to a Hellcat and the wheels to a Hellcat. On them and then run it. Yeah, I think they did make a Demon chest, wheels and tires, unlock race ECU. The car probably hit about 215, 220 with extra horsepower easily. Boom, done. And put a lightweight drive shaft in there. I'm not replacing nothing with an electric vehicle. Well, I mean, Chris, if Kniss was like, hey, look, if we sell enough Banshees and 440 pack Charter Daytonas, that will allow us to sell more Hellcats. So, I mean, to me, I'm like, hey, look, guys who can afford multiple cars, I mean, maybe they'll consider buying a car for their wife or whatever. I mean, you just never know. Oh my God, Butter, that would be perfect. Nothing bad you can say about the Demon there. Yeah, but get out of studio and make some videos like OC and Racer X outside. You should have more followers than those guys. Yeah, I mean, usually when I make videos, as you can see outside my window, I make videos at nighttime. So normally I don't have time during the daytime, and I don't have a car at the end of the day. I don't have a Dodge car at the moment. The only Dodge vehicle I had was a Dodge Caravan, and I don't even have that anymore. So And I would love to get D170, but how these guys basically had the D170 set up for all the guys who came kind of late. Basically, if you look, let me go back over here. I'll go over this again. But yeah, if you look at the 2018 Demon, it is a Dodge Challenger SRT Demon, and the base price was $83,000. So banks were a lot more willing to actually lend you money for this car, and the total price was $89K. So banks was like, okay, yeah, we're covering the whole cost of the car pretty much because it's a already $83K car. When it comes to the D170, let me go pull up my Photoshop.
Daddy,
Son,
when I was over here, I was making
yeah, I see.
so
Yeah.
many loops you couldn't even see it.
I see, son. You about ready to go to bed? It's school night.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no, but you didn't
Hey.
throw me.
It's about time to go night, son.
But you didn't even get to throw me.
I'm gonna throw you in the bed to go night. How about that?
I want you to throw me that many times.
You can't even read that.
It's a 68,600.
68,600. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how many times I want you to throw me.
Okay. I'll get there in a second, son. I'm probably gonna stop in the next 5 minutes and get your butt in the bed.
And do that?
Yep.
Minnie?
But yeah, if you look right here at the D170, you see that is base a SRT Hellcat with a base price of only $68,000. So a lot of these banks that I'm trying to talk to, they think it's a Hellcat and they don't want to loan out no $80-some thousand or anywhere near this 125. They see it as a Hellcat with a red eye option, and then they see it as a a Hellcat with a Demon option. So they see it as having $30-something thousand of of options rather than it being a Demon. The D170 is not a Demon. They just literally put that there for, I don't know, I guess they can name cars whatever they want to, because technically they could have called it the SRT D170 a 2023 Challenger SRT Red Eye Demon 170, because there's still a red eye on the freaking window sticker. They could have called it, that's interesting. They still got wide body on there and it's missing half the flares. Oh man. But yeah, that's one thing I noticed is it's getting hard to get finance because there's a little fact right here. This is a Hellcat at the end of the day. Oh man, my bank really pissed me off. Like I was like really, I was really about ready to cuss that young guy. I know he's a young guy, but it just kills me with some of these guys. Like I wish my buddy that worked there was still there. Cause he told me straight up, hey look, you need to put 25% down. Done. Deal's done. Done. And this dude basically told him, hey, yeah, oh yeah, my bad. I told him that you didn't want to put but like $10,000. I'm like, oh God. I'm like, dude, oh man, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. Oh yeah, he's smart like cops. Yeah, smart like pops. Yep. Enjoy the kiddos. They grow up too fast. Yep. My son just turned 5 last month, and I'm still remember him a little tiny little thing. Let's see. Did you uncoated on? Oh man, y'all talking about damn Rust Belt. But has anyone hit the 149 limit? Yeah, people on the people who are racing in Mexico hit the 149. Let's see. Is there anything else I got? I'll talk about in traffic. I see. But yeah, there's one difficult thing about these daggone demons, man. Like, I wish they would have done it right, and it probably would have made it a lot easier. But now I see what a lot of guys were saying when they was having problems trying to get finance, because even I've seen a couple of financiers who had to go to different banks than they normally used to because their bank will only see D170 as a Hellcat and does not want to loan out that much money. So that's just one thing that I just hate about the situation. that, I think I wish that Dodge would did this a little bit differently, especially went through the effort of actually putting on the window sticker that this car was a Demon 170. And that way it wasn't a Hellcat with a red eye and Demon 170 engine option. Because I don't know whether or not that's confusing a lot of these bank systems of what this particular vehicle is, but it just causing a lot of headaches. So I'm like, man, I'm about to. It just my credit just pissed me off, man. Today, I'm like, oh my god, like, dude, you freaking idiot! Like, no wonder you got me denied. You literally put down. I don't want to put like 5-10K down. I'm like, it's $120,000 car. Like, dude, you think I would literally want to finance for like 60, 72 months, $110,000? I mean, are you freaking insane? I mean, that's like $2,000 a month. I'm like, I would love to have a D170, but even I'm not that crazy to try to finance $120,000 for like 60 or 72 months. Let me see. Let me go look. How much would it be to finance let's say $110,000 for like for 60 months? Because I'm not going over 60 to 72. I never go over 72. Let me try 60. Jesus, that's like $2,100. Ooh, golly. Whoo. Man, that is crazy. How much would that be for 72 months? That is $2,100 to finance $110,000. Golly. Let's see, 72 months. Ooh, that's $1,836. Ooh, that dude must think I'm crazy if I'm gonna try to finance $1,800 a month for a daggone Demon. Oh man, that dude got to stop drinking. Yeah, exactly. Stop blaming Tim K for Overlord's greed and mistakes. Yeah, can't really blame him because at the end of the day, Tim Knissis has a boss. But yeah, go ahead and wind his live stream down because it's about 11:02. I gotta make sure the baby boy get his butt to bed so he can wake up for school in the morning. But yeah, it just but yeah, we'll see. Like, I'm like borderline on trying to get a D170. If I do get the car, there's gonna be a lot of special things I would do with the car. It just this financing part is really getting on my nerves. I'm like, after this, I'm going like, man, if there's a way, there's a way I get this car, man. I'm like, dude, like I'm done with this new car BS, man. Cause this crap is just getting on my freaking nerves. So I'm gonna try. One of the things I can say about this whole thing with these dealers, TK making videos about these dealers, screwing people over. That I've started to get a lot of. I started to talk to a lot of owners in the background, so that's why I haven't really made a lot of videos exposing dealers, because we've kind of, me and TK kind of gotten to the approach of where he goes to them on the front end and I go to them on the back end and I play nice with them and I get them to help, help the customer out, because a lot of times these owners didn't know that their GM or some of the salesmen was doing what they did. Because I mean, Arrigo, they didn't know the freaking salesman was basically, stringing the customer along for like 6-7 months. And I talked to the owner and he said something to GM made sure the situation was taken care of. I mean, there's like, there's actually about 2 or 3 owners that I've talked to that I got their cell phone numbers, and now I'm not saying I'm pretty cool with them, but now I have the number of some of these dealership groups, to where if something happens in one of their dealerships again, boom, I got the owner's information, and now I'm going like, yep, boop. I can like, hey, look, one of your dealers is doing this, yada, yada, yada. They go call the GM, and GM will get it straightened out because GM got orders from the top. So has kind of helped out with a lot of other people who's having these issues with these demons, where they are getting, assistance from the ownership group at top, from the corporate ownership group. Because I'm going in the background messaging certain people in order to get some of these deals done. Because I mean, I know for a fact that we're probably we gotta be at least about 700 grand. Like I'm gonna go put a list together with TK and figure out how much money we have saved Dodge customers. I mean, and now even a Chevy customer, and then I think a Nissan customer that TK did. I mean, some of the leads that TK has done, I've given them to him because I just don't have the time to make videos about it, and I want to make sure that the person's taken care of. But those people who's messaging to me, messaging TK, and TK is burning the midnight oil, exposing all these dealerships, and I've been kind of like picking and choosing, selecting the ones that is like that's very, very egregious, or like the ones that I can't really get a lot of momentum in the background with the dealership. So that's why I've made videos about Greensboro, McHake, Arrigo. So those are the ones where there was really no real traction in the background, and then bam, next thing you know, these customers are taken care of. And I'm just glad that we've saved so many people so much money on these Demon 170s. And oh man, and I notice a few more that has to be done. Like I said, I gotta, like my particular situation, I got screwed out of a Demon 170 by Hendrick, so I'm definitely gonna make another video about Hendrick, see if I can talk to the big man himself, since he personally screwed me out of a car, which his salesman snitched on him that he personally screwed me out of a car. So I'm gonna see if I can get in touch with Hendrick. I gotta go talk to Burn Motors. They're the ones who screwed me out of a Demon 170, going through this whole little straw buyer scheme that I don't know whether or not they were aware of what was going on, or they were in cahoots with their little salesman, sending me these crazy little agreements, committing wire fraud, having me send money to some kind of like, I don't know, the dude's like a Mexican national or something. But it's crazy. Some of the stuff that's going on some of these dealerships. And I mean, I had to deal with Hendrick, Burn Motors scam me out of some money that I just got back from them. Who else? Who I gotta make a video about? I know David Stanley we gotta make another video about. Greensboro, gotta make another video about them. Let me see. There's another one. I know there's a dealership chain. I know not a dealership chain, but there's a dealership named Antwerp. Gotta make a video about them. Gotta make a video about I can't pronounce the name. I think it's like Torino, somewhere up in the Northeast. Gotta make a video about them scamming people. So there's a lot of videos to make about a lot of these dealers. I'm eventually get to them. Some of these ones I've been sending to Dodge to see if Dodge will do something in the background. And some of them I'll get to TK like, hey, TK, I don't have time to make videos about this. And TK, boom. He'll make a video and that should be out next day. Oh man, I love him some TK, man. He be going hard in the paint. He goes hard in the paint. And hopefully I get my freaking Demon if I get this whole financing nonsense taken care of. Because I see some of y'all comments right here. The best I can get was 6.9% with a 750 score with 15K down. But thank you, Butter, for leaving to my dealer that I got my cat from. Okay, your Challenger Hellcat done for MSRP. Oh, no problem, George. And then, okay, insane interest rates are stupid high, 8% with an 800 credit score. Ask me how I know. Trust me, I know, bruh. I know. That's what I'm going like. I'm definitely shopping around for a freaking loan for this Demon 170. Because, I've already dropped a hint over a few live streams. I have not made an actual official video about it because I want to make sure that, I can actually get this freaking car. But some of the stuff that some people have ran into where they cannot get financed for Demon 170, it's like, oh my God, this is not a Demon. This is a Hellcat. And they don't want to loan that much money over a Hellcat. It's crazy. I'm like, shoot. I'm like, dude, just give me a number. Like what number you guys think that you would actually approve this loan for the Demon 170? Is it 60K, 70K, 80K? Like, how much you want to do a loan for Demon 170? Like, just give me a number, right? And I can tell you when I'll do it or not. But I just cannot get a number. Then the freaking loan officer, oh, my bad, I didn't check my email in a week. I'm like, dude, you literally cost me a week. I mean, I could have shopped somewhere else last week, but now I gotta wait and see what the heck he says. And then he's like, oh, well, hey, you know what? I need your W-2s now. I'm like, oh, God, dude. Dude, why didn't you tell me a week ago when you waited on me? Why didn't you tell me a week ago when you told me what to give you? That, oh, yeah, now I need this. I'm like, dude, I'm like, come on, dude. It's not what you told me a week ago. I got an email what you asked me for. And so I'm like, oh, my God. Some of these banks, I tell you, man. Golly. That's like one of the worst things about buying a car is dealing with a freaking bank. Whew, man. One of the days I'm gonna get rich, so I ain't gotta deal with that crap. One of these days. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here about 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes to get up out of here. Oh, let's see. Yeah, a lot of you guys checked out and said I'm gonna get out of here, but I'm gonna get out of here 5 more minutes. I know we kind of dipped off a good about 40, 50 people. My Dutch screwed me on a extended warranty. They pushed on me. Being a disabled veteran means, yeah. Shoot, I'm pretty sure, you know, if you guys have information about that crap and send it to TK, he will eviscerate that dealership. Let me see, is there anything else? My girl got a WRX at 2.9%. She got lucky. Well, hell, probably because they were trying to get rid of WRX. That might be why. Ooh, I walked away from a TRX because they wanted 8% with an 800 credit score. Yikes. Whew, man, I don't feel bad. Like, I don't even think that the issue with me is really a score. They just won't give me a number. Because, I mean, like I said, I know my score is in the 650, 660 range, and I never had a problem before getting a car. I mean, I've had any car I've ever thought of in that score range. I mean, I've had an F-250 Platinum. That was like an 80K vehicle. Well, yeah, around 80K vehicle. I've had a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. That's like 60K vehicle. I've had a Hellcat. That's another 60-something K vehicle. I've had a TRX. That's a 90K vehicle. I mean, hell, what else have I had? I mean, I've had a lot of stuff. And I mean, I'm like, come on, dude. Like, just give me a freaking number. And then the dude just delayed me for weeks. So I'm going like, oh, crap. I might just say bump it and be like, oh, man. I need to get rich. I need to get rich. I'm gonna start being like some of these other YouTubers. Like, hey, smash the thumbs up button, smash the likes. It really does help out as much as possible. And make sure you guys join my channel. Well, you can join my channel because I do have a join button, and like a lot of my future videos are gonna be visible to channel members, where you can see it maybe a day or two before it actually goes live. So if you want to see videos early or see some behind the scenes stuff, I'm gonna start posting more stuff as I, get more information. But it's all hands on deck with these Demon 170s. So I might, go into my members only and post like some behind the scenes stuff that I deal with on a daily basis with these freaking demons. I got a 15% on this C6. I put down 15K only and only have 7K left to pay it off. That's not bad. It used to be like that. It had to be 690 and above now. A lot of people 670 and below started being delinquent. Yep. There's a lot of people who can't pay the freaking loans. I mean, like, dude, like, if you are about to be the point where we're about to repossess your car, it's better just go ahead and just trade a car in for something cheaper and then just take the L on the trade-in value. Just buy something real cheap and just roll that debt into another car. Son,
it's bedtime.
It's bedtime?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm son. You put me to bed? Okay, you put me to bed? Okay. It's bedtime?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to bed, son. Hey, man, let me take my headphones off, kid. Don't touch the phones. Did I tell you don't touch my phones, bro?
Daddy.
You don't touch the daddy's headphones.
I might go to over here.
But yeah, I'm going to see you guys later. I'm out at 5,000. So, holla at you guys. Oh, here's a start. Appreciate it, $10. I'm going to get out of here. My son said I had to go to bed because apparently being 38 means nothing. You can see